Hello everybody, Jam here. Before this video starts, I just wanted to quickly acknowledge the makeover that my channel has had. I've previously mentioned in a video that I've had a bit of an identity crisis lately since I left my previous team, Virtual Pertic Racing. I've now joined a new team after a nice month or so break. The guys at Daredevil Motorsports have welcomed me with open arms, and they don't know what they've let themselves in for. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly acknowledge that. The car on screen now is the car I raced in with them at the Daytona 24-hour on Tourer. That was actually almost ended up being a little bit of an audition. I was just helping them out initially, but I'd had such a great time with them, and apparently they seem to think I did alright as well. So yeah, we've got together and I'm now one of them properly, and my channel is now branded as such. I am DDM Jam, and I will be for the foreseeable future. But for this video, we are obviously going back in time, back to when I was still VPR Muttley, and this is the penultimate round of the 2019 Tourer British Esports Championship. I think I got all those words out in the right order. So without further ado, let's go racing. This first race at the Brands GP circuit sees me lining up in 8th position alongside my then teammate VPR Assassin, and we've also got Yami, as you can see up ahead, in 3rd to look out for, and I think there's a 4th Pertec car with Shep behind the wheel in this lobby, although that is from a vague memory and it could be very, very wrong. A fairly decent start. It's always nice to have the inside line around these first few corners. I do not want to get into the side of my teammate though. I just want to mention, I can see another Pertec car in the mirror there. I was right. Well, I was right that there's another Pertec car. I don't know that it's necessarily Shep. I'll tell you what, look at that. A couple of cars had an incident, and it means that all three of us are now grouped together, and you can see on the position mini leaderboard thing that it is indeed Shep behind. So fairly hectic start. I got into Assassin a little bit. Fortunately, didn't seem to really hinder us too much. And then a couple of cars on their own had a bit of an incident and gifted us a position. So on to lap 3 now, which is obviously the second racing lap. And I've had a bit of a mare. I hate that corner with an absolute passion. Brands is my local track. I got my first ever overall Tourer podium at this track in this series a year prior. Yeah, British GT 2018, I finished 3rd overall in the top lobby, so I've got a lot of history with this track, but I just don't like it. I don't know what it is about this GP layout. It's just not for me. I love the Indy one, and especially in slower cars, but oh, that was close. A couple of wheels on the grass there. Oh, and I've had a little nudge from behind as well. This has not been a particularly good clip. Started out, I don't even know what position I was in, but now 10th. That's not great. Oh, okay, that's alright. Thank you very much for the mistake, Mr. McLaren. He's lost a lot of time there. I wonder if we tagged the gravel. Easily done on the outside of that final corner. A couple of laps later, then on to lap 7, and potentially a little bit of a train forming behind Assassin, who's had a moment of his own and let one car through, let 2 cars through. Oh, that was tight with the Bentley, and I wasn't close enough to capitalise. But if that sort of shenanigans is going on, I think that's a very sensible decision to take a nice early pit stop. So where are we going to come out then? That was end of lap 7 onto lap 8. Oh, that's a nice pit stop just in front of the GT4 traffic. Of course, this is a multi-class series, and there are GT4s in this race with us. And yeah, I don't think I could have pitted any earlier and got out in front of them. I don't know what that clip was. I'm confused. I think it was my preview screen was also slightly laggy, so we've just gone back past down the straight a couple of times. I'm up 1 position, so somebody else must have pit. I can see them on the mini leaderboard behind me. Oh, behind me. Yeah, they are behind me. I can see them on the mini leaderboard. That they're behind me. But a couple of cars have come out in front of me. I think that'd be... Is that the same McLaren we was battling earlier? I'm not sure. It looks the same, but I don't know that I recognise the gamer tag. Interesting one. But anyway, quite a few people have pit, and we're up to 9th. Going past the pit exit again, and we're up to 8th. Once more, up to 7th, passing VPR Shep. Back in front of him since making my mistake early on. And we're staying on board. I thought we were staying on board then. I thought we were going to potentially have a battle with the McLaren. This could open opportunities though. McLaren getting stuck behind a GT4 Mercedes. You think those two companies typically have a pretty good relationship, but one not helping out the other here. And I've managed to follow him through just about between the two corners. And there's plenty more traffic. Where that came from. They're even fighting the GT4s and too wide. Oh my god. That's all a bit tight. I tell you what, if the GT4s weren't there, I think they're still on my inside. Ooh. I seem to have the straight line speed over the McLaren. It was a similar story at Spa. If those GT4s weren't there, I think I might have had half a chance at an overtake. But then again, if the GT4s weren't there, I might not have been in the opportunity to do so. So, who knows? Oh no, that's wide. Was it perhaps a little bit of foreshadowing earlier on that I, when I said it's easily done on the outside of that final corner? Unfortunately, dropping 2 places back to 8th, which isn't a disaster by any means. So I started 8th, so could finish 8th. It's all right. There's not a lot going on in this clip at the moment. Yeah. I think we're sort of just watching the 2 guys ahead. That is VPR Shep along with somebody else that he's battling. Is that the big Bentley? I'm not 100% sure. They're both taking a very, very tight line, very slow line. Wow, okay. They've really held each other up. They're still in the same order, so I don't know what's going on there. On the brakes though, Bentley got into the back of me a little bit. I don't know. Ooh, no, it's alright. I don't know if he did or if I was just hearing things. He's got a lot of speed in that Bentley. He's going for the inside. I've sort of tried to cover it into turn 1, but he has got the line. I'm trying to hold it around the outside now. You can see Shep's right there as well. We're side by side with the Bentley up into Druid. You don't really want to be on the outside of the hairpin, and that's why you can sometimes get a good exit. But no, he's going to cover off. Oh, that was late on the brakes. Not nice around the outside, and I've still got Shep all over my rear bumper as well. What is going on? Now this is the corner I really don't like. Shep looks like he's set up for a good exit there. And maybe not the best, maybe it's just a little bit wide. And you can just see that Bentley absolutely bugger off into the distance, and it would stay like that until the end of the race. So we finished up in 7th position, as always in this particular series. There's a cool-down lap, and people not perhaps sure where they're lining up there. So these are the results of that race. As we saw, myself and Shep coming home in 7th and 8th. Assassin didn't have the best of times, down in 10th. And Yami, as we saw, fighting up at the front, very, very impressive, 4th position. So it would be those positions that we start the next race in. So 1 position higher for me in this one than I was in the last one. But once again, I'm starting alongside one of my teammates, and I've got a much better start than him on this occasion. All I did really was move from the right to the left. Oh, I tell you what. Okay, maybe in the first race I said it's nice to have the inside line for that first section, but I've just flown around the outside of a couple of cars. What was it? I started 7th. I'm already up to 6th. I've got a car on my right. Am I going to beat them to the apex? Yes. That's not a bad start, is it? Up 2 places. I'll take that any day. Right. So, yeah. Always hectic though, so I'm assuming we're going to stay on board for the first few laps. Oh, I say first few laps, first few corners at least. I mean, I said it was going to be always quite hectic, but I was then about to say maybe it settled down, but we saw in the last race how much speed that Bentley's got. I think he had a slight overlap there, but on the outside into that corner, it's not where you want to be. And now, as we approach the end of lap 3, oh, that's a shame. Somebody's off, made the same mistake that I did, and up to P4 from P7 on the grid. P4. Wow. Okay, so another BMW's tried to make a move on Yami. I've cut to the inside. I don't know what the leader was doing. Oh, the BMW's got into Yami, and he's pushed the leader wide because of. Wow. It's not often you make a triple overtake. That was all kinds of hectic. I'm assuming the leader had gone wide and tagged the gravel on the outside. So the white BMW went for a move on Yami, and that slowed them both down, and I managed to cut to the inside. And then the white BMW, I think, again got into the back of Yami, which hindered all three of them because the then leader was already on Yami's outside, and he sort of slid into him. And I was just like, yes, thank you very much. Sneak through up the inside. I'll take that. I'll take that as well. Just about clearing a GT4 car, as he comes out the pits. And I think the guy in second maybe slightly hindered as he went through turn 1. And yeah, staying on board now. So I can't see the exact numbers on the distances on the mini leaderboard, but I can see that the Mercedes that we stole the lead from is still very much right there. And as I approach another GT4 car, it's time to pit. Decide that the Mercedes can tackle the traffic if he wants. We saw in the last video, I think Spa was the last video, that I don't like particularly managing traffic, so if we can do it through the pits, yes, I absolutely will. If the traffic's going to do that for me though, I can't say I mind too much. So, yes, I did quickly want to mention that car, that GT4 Aston that I dived out the way of. You may have noticed that was DDM Mead, one of my new teammates, so just cheeky hello there. That's all there was to say on that. And now we're just carrying on and still trying to manage traffic, diving to the inside of the Mercedes GT4 there on the exit. So it was 16 laps in now, so... Oh, okay, there's another GT4 car coming out the pits. That's not where you want them to be, but again, just cutting to the inside on the exit. Hopefully, that's a very minimal amount of time loss. As we see there, just drifting back in the mirror as we exit Druids. Oh, hello again. Look at that, it's DDM Mead again. Yes, right, so how am I going to be behaving behind my teammate-to-be? nice and cautiously there. I'm going to have a look, go around the out. This isn't the best idea. Oh, we've had a little bit of contact. I'm on the grass. I'd completely forgotten about all of this. Oh, look, yeah, superior power though. And just fly up the inside into the last corner. Whew. Let's try and not get that close now that we're teammates, yeah? Another Aston Martin in, what's that then? Later that lap, the next lap maybe? Up the inside, in through that corner I hate, and I really do hate it. That Aston actually had a really nice line through there. If he was in more equal cars, he would definitely have got the cut back on me. So end of lap 18 now. Only a couple of laps to go, as we know. We finish at the end of lap 21, and the leader is in the pits. He stayed out. I pitted early. He's gone long. Who's going to emerge in the lead? C'était moi. Absolutely. I don't know why I chucked in 2 words of French there, but you know. Yes. I'm happy. I'm smug. I'm smiling. I'm going to win a race. Yeah, I think this... I don't know what... I'm presuming this is B lobby, maybe C lobby. Who knows? But, yeah. Nice little bit of victory wiggles. And we'll come down and park up. And, yeah. Race win. I don't know what to say. It was a long time ago. But still happy about it. Just admiring my car. And we'll check out the rest of the results. So, Yami got another P4 after all that battling that we had. Assassin really did not have the best of days. He had to take an extra pit stop there, you can see. And Shep not doing as well as he did in the first race either, with a 9th place. Now, I'm not sure who's in what team. Because you know I've mentioned before about teammates being teammates but not actually teammates. Yeah, I think we shuffled things around towards the end because we had a driver leave, so there was a spot open, and I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm just going to stop waffling because you guys know, if you've seen any of my videos before, I could waffle for hours if I didn't try and cut myself off. So I am going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and yeah, a weird video to make for me, having just joined a new team. So I'm waffling again. Bye.